Today, we're going to talk about what to upgrade first at Town Hall 11. The Town Hall 10 is upgraded to Town Hall 11. We're going to talk about how we're going to get started on this brand new Let's Play. So let's get started here and take a look at the progress base. It'll be linked down there in the description if you guys need a Town Hall 11 progress base. We have quite a bit that needs upgraded here at Town Hall 11, not so much that doesn't. Seeking Air Mines and Spring Traps don't. Spring Traps are maxed at level 5. And then our Dark Elixir Storage and our Dark Spell Factory do not need upgrades. And then obviously we don't get Battle Builders until Town Hall 14, so the Builder Huts don't go up, and then our Town Hall is our Town Hall. We're not doing that until we're done. And then all this stuff needs upgraded along with all of the new stuff we get. We get a brand new hero at Town Hall 11, the Grand Warden. We'll talk about that because he's very important. We get a few new defenses, an extra cannon, Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, 25 more walls, another Expo, and the big heavy hitter, the Eagle Artillery. And then finally we get a new trap, the Tornado Trap. These are all super important, guys, and I definitely recommend building these pretty early on. So early on that our first upgrade at Town Hall 11 is going to be grabbing that Grand Warden. Adding a new hero is huge. If you've never used the Grand Warden, his Eternal Tome is massive. We get that +5 for 5 days on the level, so now he'll have that ability where he can actually make your troops immortal for 3.5 seconds. So that's very nice. Upgrading the Warden is going to be massive here at Town Hall 11. And realistically, you want to stay on the hero grind here. The heroes, the King and Queen have 10 levels, and the Warden goes up to level 20. So you can get to 50, 50, 20, and you definitely want to do that. But let's take a look at all this other stuff here before we start taking a look at heroes and those defenses. And before we hop in, you do get Town Hall 11 packs, which can jumpstart you. I think these are all packs that are going on right now. But there are specific Town Hall 11 packs, including the pack with the Warden and the Eagle. If you are going to buy those, don't forget code BASH. But we're not going to go crazy on spending sprees. We might get the gold pass in this account. We'll kind of see where we're at on this one. We might go free to play on this one. I'm not 100% sure. But where I want to start here is I want to start at the Clan Castle and the Lab. We talk about this every single time. The two most important buildings, the Clan Castle and the Laboratory. And since the Clan Castle is a little bit more, and we get that extra spell capacity, a little bit longer of an upgrade as well, that's where we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our Hammer of Building. We'll use that right here on the Clan Castle to get that upgraded right away. Having that extra spell capacity is massive. Now we can bring rages, jumps, heals. We can bring 2 capacity spells inside of our Clan Castle now. So let's go ahead and use our hammer to finish off that Clan Castle right now. We want that done. Now we want to go ahead and get our laboratory going up. The laboratory is going to give us max level troops at the new level, and it's a pretty quick upgrade. 2 days, 18 hours. This is with no gold pass, so it goes pretty quick. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get that bad boy going, and for the sake of the video, I'm going to spend my gems on it. That way we can see what's available in the laboratory, because we will talk about the lab here after we do a few more upgrades. Now, since this account was Town Hall 10 for such a long time, I do have a bunch of League medals, but honestly, that'll just kind of help me get jump started so you guys can kind of, you know, see where I'm going with this account. And we'll talk about my favorite attacks and stuff, but we want to go ahead and grab this Hammer of Building for 120 medals. I'm going to use that here on the Dark Barracks. The Dark Barracks is going to unlock the Ice Golem, which is part of one of my favorite attacks in Clash of Clans of all times. So let's go ahead and let's get that Dark Barracks upgrading here. It's an 8-day upgrade. Pretty pricey on the elixir, so I don't mind using this hammer right here to get the Dark Barracks up. Now the Dark Barracks is done. I'm going to leave that there just for the sake of the link on the progress base. But in the regular barracks, you can get E-Drags. And some people love E-Drags. I'm not really an E-Drag player, but at Town Hall 11, E-Drags are decent, and we'll talk about them a little bit later. But for now, I'm more worried about getting my Ice Golems and Witches up for my 5 ICG attacks. So we got our CC up, we got our Laboratory up. Now the Spell Factory is kind of up to you. You get Invisibility Spell, and you can use a few different things like this, especially like Blizzard. I don't think it's super OP necessary to get this up, but if you do want to get that invisibility spell, you can. This one's kind of a personal preference thing. We don't gain any extra spell capacity or anything like that. We just unlock the invisibility spell. So that one's kind of up to you guys whether you want to get that or not. For me right now, I think it can wait a little bit. Let me go ahead and grab this elixir out of the treasury, and we can go ahead and start that barracks upgrade to get those E-Drags that we were just talking about. It's a 7-day upgrade. We can still train troops, but they're going to train at half speed, which for me is pretty annoying. And I don't think there's anything that's ever going to be really super urgent as far as using a book of building on. I mean, maybe like the army camps would be nice, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use this book of building just so I don't have to wait as long for my armies to upgrade and I can farm just a little bit faster. For you guys, you don't necessarily have to do that. This is just a personal preference thing. The barracks will be maxed out. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff saved up on this account because this account was Town Hall 10 forever, so we got a pretty good jump start on this one. And make sure you guys stick around because we will be talking about the laboratory here in a few moments. We'll go into depth about what I like to use in the lab and what you guys can use early on at Town Hall 11. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop off our Rune of Elixir. I know we could get all these upgraded and we could get a little bit more capacity, but it's not going to be anything crazy. It's like 1,000,000 extra capacity. I'm fine with just using this just for the sake of the video. That way we can continue our upgrades, because the next upgrades I want to focus on, not the spell factory. Again, that's up to you guys if you want to get it. I want to get these army camps going up really early on. We want to try to get these army camps done as quickly as possible. Adding 20 more capacity to our army is going to be massive. Anytime you can add more offense, that's a good thing, guys. Now let's take a pit stop in the laboratory. In the lab, there's a lot of troops to upgrade here. Not to mention, for the first time, we can also get super troops. And the most useful ones to you are going to be sneaky goblins and wall breakers. But I personally think the first upgrade you should go for at Town Hall 11 out of everything we have, including the E-Drags and the Ice Golems that we just unlocked, is Witches. Witches are broken at Town Hall 11. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our Hammer of Fighting right here on the Witches. Zap Witches, spamming Witches. Witches are just so strong at Town Hall 11. And speaking of Zap Witches, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our Hammer of Spells on the lightning spell. That way we can have a brand new attack right out the gate. We'll talk about Zap Witches really soon, but that attack is so crazy strong here. I definitely recommend getting it upgraded. Now again, we're jump starting our Town Hall 11. We got all this stuff saved up, and I want to kind of give you guys a few steps so you don't have to wait on the next video. We're going to go ahead and get that Hammer of Fighting and another Hammer of Spells and go back into our lab. Now for me, my favorite attack, Zap Witches is really good, but my favorite attack is 5 ICG. It's going to use Witches, Ice Golems, and Bowlers. So with this Hammer of Fighting, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the Bowlers upgraded as well. We'll talk about 5 ICG. If you're a fan of the channel, you probably know what 5 ICG is. But along with that, we need to get our bat spells upgraded. And this is actually a pretty big upgrade because look at that. We get 5 more bats per spell. So making it up to 16 from 11, almost a 50% increase, is massive. So I'm fine using this Hammer of Spells here. I think Zap Witches is the quick early on upgrade that you can go ahead and use right away because it's only 2 upgrades. But I think 5 ICG, it gives you a lot of longevity. And if you watched the video the other day with the Yetis and the Super Wizards, that attack actually works pretty decent here at Town Hall 11 as well. But for my money, it's 5 ICG. So for my final upgrade that we're going to go ahead and drop down here with our loot, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade our Ice Golems. Get those bad boys going up. Only a 2-day upgrade, and we can probably, yeah, we can boost that lab. We could do that 3 times and that lab will be done here in a few hours. Now, I went for my favorite attacks. Your favorite attacks might be different. Some people like the Queen Charge Hybrid, where you're going to upgrade healers, you're going to upgrade your miners, upgrade your hog riders, and it's a really strong attack. Some people are going to want to use the E-Drags. Again, another strong attack. Upgrade those E-Drags, upgrade your balloons. Balloons actually get a pretty good buff when you upgrade them at Town Hall 11. But again, I went for my favorite attacks. These are attacks I like using. That are pretty simple to use, so that's why I went with it. I mean, E-Drags are pretty simple to use, let's be honest. But another upgrade you want to consider early is the Wall Breaker. That way you can get those super Wall Breakers. We'll talk about that in the coming episodes, but for me, I'm going with that 5 ICG upgrade, and then we'll get that super Wall Breaker next. So once you get your clan castle, your laboratory, your barracks, dark barracks, depending on what troops you want, or even your spell factory, depending on what you want in there, and then you start on your army camps, you get all your army camps up, then I recommend starting to focus on those heroes. Grind those heroes up as soon as possible. You want to get them maxed out, but then you can start working on the storages. The nice thing here at Town Hall 11 is there's nothing crazy that you really need to upgrade the storages. Like at Town Hall 14, you have to upgrade the Dark Elixir storage. At Town Hall 11, you don't really need to. And where we're at in the video, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to start building these new defenses. I think Tornado Trap is something you should get early on. Tornado Trap is a game changer. It legit will ruin attacks. If they get caught in that tornado, it can legit ruin their attack. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab that. let's go in here. Let's grab the rest of these defenses as well. So let's grab this X-bow for 1 million gold. That's going to use up one of our builders. We can build all these new wall segments. I'm going to throw these guys just kind of over here out of the way. That way we can kind of work on upgrading those walls. There we go. We got more walls. Then we can go ahead and we go grab those other new defenses. The cannon, which is only going to take 10 seconds. We can grab the archer tower, which is only going to take literally 1 minute. Then we can go ahead and we can grab the wizard tower, which is a little bit longer of an upgrade, but it's not too bad. And then once this archer tower is upgraded, we're going to take a look at getting the eagle artillery, but we do need a little bit more gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the trader. We have lots of metals saved up. I'm going to grab all of our weekly packs here because we're going to need them, and we'll go ahead and get that eagle upgrading here in 35 seconds. So with all that done, we can now grab our eagle artillery, which is a 5-day upgrade using up our gold. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop off a couple builder potions here, actually. We can get this wizard tower done pretty quickly. So let me just wait a little bit here to get this wizard tower done using those the builder potions here. And then we'll kind of talk about what to upgrade, because I think really where we need to be next is going to be our warden, our queen, kind of on that path with the rest of our dark elixir. Trying to get those heroes upgraded is going to be massive. All right, guys, so this wizard tower is done, and while we got this boost going, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a few levels into the warden. In my opinion, getting that warden to level 5 really quickly is going to be massive. So I'm going to take advantage of that builder boost, drop our warden down. That way, when we come off the 5-day boost, we will have a warden ability, but also when we get him to level 5, if we use a hero potion or anything, we can go ahead and get him to level 2 on his eternal tome. So getting him leveled up is going to be massive. So let's let him upgrade a little bit and we'll continue our journey. All right, so our warden next level is done right now, up to level 2. We do want to keep him going up to level 3, but for the sake of the video, obviously we could just keep cutting away and doing all that, but I want to go ahead and I want to make a little bit more progress here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade these walls using whatever gold we have left in here, because if you remember, we do have the gold pass, which are not the gold pass, the clan games, which has a gold rune in it that we need to grab. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade all those walls, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop off a rune of gold in here, and then just upgrade more walls. I know, not the most, you know, fancy, attractive, best upgrade or whatever, but it's going to need done eventually anyways. So we're going to use that rune of gold there on the walls. The nice thing is here at Town Hall 11, everything's relatively cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. And realistically, like, the Book of Heroes might even be a nice play, but where we're at, we're going to go with the Rune of Gold. We're going to go with these Builder Potions. I don't mind the Super Potion here, because that's going to save some Dark Elixir. It's pretty Dark Elixir heavy Town Hall. The Research Potion is really nice. A Power Potion would be good here, but our storage is obviously full, so we'll just grab that. And then right here, I guess we'll just go with the Clock Tower Potion. We'll collect all those wards. As you see, I just leached clan games here. Yeah, I was lazy to deal with it. But now we have that Rune of Gold. It's not going to go to waste. That's the main thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind my Warden up to level 5 under this boost. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop down my Archer Queen. So that's going to be my plan of attack moving forward the next couple days. The Archer Queen is going to be a little bit of a longer upgrade, and I'm going to be popping off these builder potions that we have going, because it is about to be CWO week, and this account probably will be in CWO. So now that we got those walls upgraded, let's go ahead and let's get that Warden down, and I'm probably going to grind him up to level 5, and then I'll drop down my Archer Queen after that. That's how we're going to start our Town Hall 11. Make sure you guys subscribe and have those notifications on if you want to see more videos from this series. We'll talk about Zap Witches, we'll talk about 5ICG, we'll talk about E-Drags, we'll talk about Hybrid, we'll talk about all that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash Bashing.